everybody, welcome to Klaus to the Heart. I am Jason Klaus. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and get notified every time a new episode drops. You can tell by the background here, things are set up a little bit differently this week. My recording area in my house is in total disarray with the impending holidays coming up and trying to get 30 plus Christmas gifts ready for the Michigan Wrestling Organization roster for this Sunday at Christmas Clash at the Richfield Road Church. There's my shameless plug for the episode as far as the MWO is concerned. But I wanted to get an episode out because it's something I was thinking about. I've been listening to a lot of different speakers and things of this nature, and it really started to resonate a specific message that I kind of wanted to touch on here. And it's one, admittedly, it gets me fired up. And so if this comes off as being a little bit of, a little volatile, it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things that will light a fire under me. It gets me fired up, and perhaps it will resonate with some of you. So let me ask you, how many times during the course of a day or a week or what have you, specifically, probably more so in your professional lives, in your professional environments, do you approach somebody, greet somebody first thing in the day, whether it be your shift or the work day or whatever the case may be? You say good morning, how you doing, how's things going, and you are met with an answer, 2 words. But for me personally, it's the worst 2 words that you could fire back at me if I'm asking you how you are doing on that particular day. And those 2 words are, I'm tired. At first, I didn't know how to grasp that. How are you? I'm tired. Great. And the point being, we are all tired. We all have 1,000 things going on. This thing called life, if you let it, will dictate every single second of every single day. Regardless of what you want, regardless of what you fight for, regardless of whatever your situation is, life will try to dictate you. And in turn, it will dictate the course that your particular story goes. Because our lives are all stories. They're individualized. My story is different than your story, but it's my life. My life is different than your life. And that's one of the things about life that I feel gets totally overcomplicated. And it doesn't have to be that way. You allow it to be that way. When you tell me that you're tired, you are giving me a preconceived notion that you are not going to perform to the best of your abilities on that particular day, instance, event, whatever the case may be. You are telling me that you are using I'm tired as a crutch for your lack of development, your lack of achievement, your lack of getting the job done on that day. You are using it as a crutch because in your heart, in your mind, you are telling me that you are not going to be at 100% because you allowed life to dictate the hours leading up to the time that I may need to depend on you, or that your bosses may need to depend on you. Your teammates need to depend on you. You come in with I'm tired and you're shuffling your feet and your head's down and you're yawning and all this other stuff. It sets a bad tone. It sets a less than stellar tone throughout the entire course of the day. When I am at a Michigan Wrestling Organization show and I ask one of my roster members, how are you today? And you tell me that you're tired, that tells me that you are not wholeheartedly invested in this thing, and that I need consciously, as the promoter of the promotion, that I need to go to plan B because I'm not 100% confident that I can trust in you to do what I need you to do on that given day. The same can be said for your bosses, your coaches, your teammates, your teachers, anybody that relies on you for anything. I'm tired is a crutch. It is a crutch for failure. It is acceptance of failure. You will not ever achieve any goal. You will not achieve any dream. You will not accomplish a damn thing if you use I'm tired as a crutch. We all can do certain things throughout the course of our day, throughout the course of our week, to carve out some time to rejuvenate, to give your body the rest that it needs. Whether or not you do that, that's your decision. And your decision alone will dictate what happens to you. You will never, unless I am very sick, I would have to be like bedridden for you to hear me say the words I'm tired in response to how are you doing today? You ain't going to hear that out of my mouth because I know that my dreams, my goals, my achievements are dependent on what I bring to the table on that day. I'm tired is not a viable excuse. It will never be. I will not allow it. Now, you can sit there and you can say, well, I work midnights. I work third shift. Third shifters are met with a distinct and unique set of challenges. I know, I've been there. I was on third shift for over a year and a half. So I understand why third shifters could justify that in their mind. But keep this in mind. In the year and a half that I was on third shift, I still got my shit done. It may not have been ideal. I may had to alter my schedule a little bit. My personal schedule, not my work schedule. The work schedule is what it is. That's the time that you are expected to be at your job, to do your job, to make money, to take care of yourself and your family. I get it. But you can also make arrangements. You can also alter your plans to get to a point to where when you get to another destination, another entity, another activity that you got going on, you are ready and you are ready to conquer the best that you absolutely can. I'm tired is a crutch. It is an excuse and it is the recipe for your failure. Is that how you want to be remembered? Do you want to be looked upon as somebody who is not going to give 110%? Or do you want to be somebody that is looked upon that you cannot be dependent on? Is that how you want to live your life? I refuse to live my life like that. Absolutely refuse it. We have kids, we have jobs, we have all kinds of things going on. Life in general does not want you to succeed. Life in general wants you to fall in line with everybody else. I refuse to adopt that kind of philosophy. I know in my heart of hearts that if I'm going to get anywhere, if I want to get to where I want to be, if I want to achieve the goals that I want to achieve, it's going to be done by me, my accord, my work ethic, my drive, and my desire. I'm tired, will never fuel that desire. I think about the soldiers that are overseas, carrying hundreds of pounds of equipment, going through hot-ass deserts, and fighting pure evil for our freedoms. I'm tired does not resonate with them. Emergency responders, the fire department, the police departments, EMTs, the people that we count on when our lives are on the line. Do you think they use "I'm tired" as an excuse? The answer, I would suggest, more often than not, is no. So why do you accept that? Why do you let that dictate you? You shouldn't. Because you won't get anywhere in life if you use "I'm tired" as an excuse. Stand up, get your ass up, wipe the sleep from your eyes, and you trudge forward. That's the way you will get anywhere. That's the only way you will get anywhere. You can't depend on other people to carry you to where you want to go. You got to do it yourself. You got to put the work in. And you got to do whatever you can to get the job done. Because at the end of the day, when there's no one else around, and you're getting ready to retire for the night, and you go into the bathroom and you look in the mirror, what kind of person do you want looking back at you? Do you want to look back? Do you want that person looking at you see somebody who used "I'm tired" as an excuse, as a crutch, some sort of justification as to why you didn't give it your all that particular day? Things ain't always going to go according to plan. Sometimes there will be days where you have to fight a little bit harder. One more rep, one more step, one more mile. Because I guarantee you, any opponent that you have in life, whether it be in sports, whether it be some sort of competition for a promotion at work, they don't give a shit about whether or not you're tired or not. They're tired too, but they're going to keep moving on. And they're going to dig down deeper, and they're going to light that fire in their eyes, and they're going to get to where they want to be. Meanwhile, you're going to be back at square one because you're tired. It's time to take responsibility. And when you realize that you are not going where you need to be, when you realize that you are not making the steps that you feel like that you should, is it because you were too tired? Don't let it be a crutch. Overcome it. Rise above it. Because I promise you, if you do, you will start seeing the results that you fear that you want. You will see the results that you have dreamed about. It all rides on you and how you approach each and every day. Make every day count. Because you don't know when that next day ain't going to be there. It's all on you. What are you going to do today? Are you going to take one more step towards your goal, your dream? Or are you going to be sitting in the back in the shadows, pissing and moaning and making all kinds of excuses because you were too tired?